Hey, welcome back. And if you're new here, welcome. Hit subscribe and tap the bell so you never miss a video. And if this one helps you out, a like means a lot to us. Let's get into it. Every single month, millions of people open a bill, see the number, feel slightly annoyed about it, and then pay it anyway. Because what else are you going to do, right? The price is the price. It went up again this year, and there's really nothing you can do about it. Except there is, and it takes about 10 minutes. There is a phone call you can make to your internet provider, your phone company, your insurance company, your gym, and several other services you pay for every month. And that phone call, done correctly, will almost always result in your bill going down. Not a coupon, not a promotion you have to hunt for online. A direct reduction on your actual monthly bill, starting immediately, that you get simply by asking for it the right way. Today we're going through exactly how to do it. The preparation, the words to use, how to handle the conversation, and what a realistic outcome looks like in real dollar terms. This is one of those things that once you do it once, you will never pay a bill at full price again without at least making the call first. Here's the thing most people don't know about the companies they pay every month. Behind the general customer service line, almost every major provider has what's called a retention department. It's a separate team of people whose entire job is to prevent customers from canceling. And they have a budget, an actual allocated budget of discounts and offers they can apply to your account that the regular customer service team cannot. That budget exists specifically for customers who call and ask. It never gets advertised because the company obviously prefers you just keep paying the full rate without asking. But it is there and it is available to you every single time you call. The reason this works is simple. It costs a company significantly more money to acquire a new customer than to retain an existing one. Marketing, onboarding, promotions, the cost of replacing you is far higher than the cost of giving you $20 off your monthly bill. The retention team understands this math. Their success is measured by how many customers they keep, not by how much they collect per customer. That means their instinct is to make you an offer, not to say no. Before you pick up the phone, there are 3 things you need to have ready. The first is what you're currently paying. Pull up your last bill and have the exact number in front of you before you call. The second is what competitors are charging for the same or equivalent service. Spend 5 minutes on their websites before the call. You don't need to actually switch, you just need to know the number. That number is your leverage. The third is how long you've been a customer. Tenure matters. A customer of 7 years asking for a discount is a very different conversation from someone who signed up 3 months ago. Know your number and use it. When you call, don't start by asking for a discount. Start by describing the situation calmly and letting the problem present itself naturally. Something like, "Hi, I've been a customer for 6 years and I've noticed my bill has gone up quite a bit over the last year. I've been looking at what other providers are offering in my area and I'm honestly considering making a switch. Before I do that, I wanted to call and see if there's anything you could do to keep me." That's it. That's the whole opening. You're not demanding anything, you're not being confrontational, and you're not exaggerating. You're stating a fact, you've been loyal, the price has increased, you have options, and you're giving them the chance to respond before you act. That framing is what triggers the transfer to the retention department, and that's exactly where you want to go. Once you're in the retention conversation, let them make the first offer. Whatever they come back with, don't accept it immediately, even if it's a good offer. Pause for a moment and then ask one question. Is that the best you're able to do? That single question, asked calmly and without pressure, will frequently result in a better offer than the first one. Retention agents often hold back their best offer to see if you'll accept something lesser first. The pause and the question signal that you're serious and patient, and that combination gets results. If the offer they land on is genuinely not enough, or if they tell you there's nothing they can do, ask to speak to a supervisor or a retention specialist. Not aggressively, just matter-of-factly. I appreciate you looking into this. Is there a supervisor or someone in your loyalty team I could speak with to see if there are any other options? You'll sometimes get a better outcome from the second person than from the first. The other thing worth knowing is what to say if they push back with the line that your rate is their standard pricing and nothing can be changed. This is usually not true and is a test of whether you'll accept it. The response is simple. I understand, but I've been a customer for a long time and I've seen my bill increase by quite a bit. bit. If there's genuinely nothing you can do, I may need to look at switching, but I'd really prefer not to. Is there truly nothing available for a long-term customer? That combination of loyalty, reluctance to leave, and genuine openness to switching is the most effective position you can hold throughout the call. Let's talk about which bills this actually works on, because not all of them respond the same way.
Internet providers are the single most reliable and the most rewarding.
Broadband is one of the most competitive service categories, and providers will frequently discount significantly rather than lose a customer. A reduction of $20 to $40 a month from a single call is very common. If your introductory rate has expired and your bill jumped, calling immediately after that jump is the best possible time. The company knows you've just noticed, and they know you're most likely to leave at exactly that moment.
Phone and mobile plans are the next best.
Carriers regularly have unadvertised plan options that aren't on the website and that customer service and retention agents can apply to your account. You may not get a straight discount, but you'll frequently get a better plan for the same money or a meaningful credit applied to your account.
Car and home insurance is where most people don't even think to call, but it works.
Get a quote from a competitor before you call. Call your current insurer and tell them you've received a quote from another provider that is significantly lower and ask if they can match it or come close. Insurance companies do not want to lose customers who have never made a claim. A 10 to 15% reduction on an annual premium from a single phone call is realistic.
Gym memberships almost never let you cancel on the spot.
But they will almost always offer you 1 to 3 months free rather than lose your membership entirely. If you tell them you're thinking of pausing or canceling due to budget, the offer typically comes out quickly.
Medical bills are a completely different category and deserve their own video.
But briefly, hospital and clinic bills are almost always negotiable, regardless of insurance. Calling the billing department and asking for a cash pay discount or a payment plan with a reduction is standard practice and works far more often than people realize.
Now let's put numbers to all of this.
Say you spend one afternoon making 4 calls: your internet provider, your phone carrier, your car insurance, and your gym. Realistic outcomes from those 4 calls: internet down $30 a month, phone plan upgraded for the same price, saving you $20 in equivalent value, car insurance reduced by $120 annually, gym giving you 2 months free worth $100.
That afternoon of calls is worth somewhere between $500 and $700 a year in real savings.
Recurring, ongoing, every year going forward from a conversation that took less time than your lunch break. The reason most people never do this is not because they don't know it's possible. It's because calling feels uncomfortable. It feels like asking for a favor or complaining, and nobody likes doing either of those things. But that's the reframe. You're not asking for a favor. You're a customer with options, stating a fact, giving a company the chance to earn your continued business. That's a completely normal and reasonable thing to do, and the person on the other end of the call does this exact conversation dozens of times a day.
The worst outcome of any of these calls is that you hear the word no and your bill stays the same.
You are no worse off than before you called. The best outcome is hundreds of dollars back in your pocket annually. That risk-reward ratio should make this one of the easiest decisions you make this week. Pick the biggest bill you pay this month. Make the call before this week is over. Come back and tell us in the comments what happened. We genuinely read every single one, and we'd love to hear the number you got them down to. Hit the like button if this was useful, subscribe and tap the bell if you haven't already, and we'll see you in the next one.